Let's get into Man City versus Tottenham, right? You know, I was the only one, I think, on the live watch along that predicted a Spurs win.
Did you predict that before that?
2-1.
When we did it here?
I think I did.
No, you went 2-2.
Okay,
sure,
2-2.
Yeah.
So you can still give him a point.
I think you did a draw.
I think you said
No,
1-0.
I said it, man.
We went narrow. City wins.
They got Tottenham have got the thing on them.
Well, you say that, Robbie. Pep has now lost to Tottenham 10 times as a Manchester City manager, joint most with Liverpool. So we've both beaten them 10 times each. Haaland missing a couple of sitters. James Trafford with, let's be honest, a bit of a howler on his home debut in the Prem.
That was
He
yeah.
should have
definitely
been
Why was that not discussed even further? Right?
Only because you won.
Yeah,
right?
but
Because to me, if you hadn't won that game, that would have been the story of the weekend. Because how
he's not been sent off.
What's going on with the VAR already?
You know, he's actually handballed it outside the box,
Yeah,
and he's kneed him in the chest. And then there was a
Done
foul
both.
after that. as
Double
well.
jeopardy.
Yeah.
That's 2 in 2 weeks because their game last week as well.
Disgrace.
Yeah, the handball, the bat away, basketball.
I mean, that's 2 VARs.
And Fulham.
And Gahey in the wall.
And
On Bassey.
what it is, right? In both games, the VAR have got away with it because Liverpool won and you won.
Yeah.
Right, so
we've saved them.
You kind of just said, yeah, I'll allow it because we won the game. But terrible decisions. Trafford, when I saw that, I was like, what's he still... Even in real time, I'm like, he's gone.
Handball was one thing, but then he's kneed the player.
Yeah.
And, you know, Tottenham win the game.
Crazy.
It completely took him out. And I don't understand how. I understand now, in hindsight, why it wasn't a big talking point. But even at the time, I know we couldn't hear the comms because we was doing the watch along. But it's just like, how was that not even checked further? I don't even know if that was checked. Was it checked?
No, well, I don't think it was checked. No,
No, it was checked.
Was it checked?
It was checked. I was watching it on TV.
Well,
And
they
it
say
was
the
checked.
reason was, you know, when they check it and then they say, "Well, we're hearing the VAR said."
They
X.
saw like they tried to make it out like it was almost like a kind of coming together
together.
type
It
thing.
weren't.
It weren't.
2000.
And also, can you if that was up the other end like, I'm not saying there's a conspiracy,
given.
but if that's Vicario
He's off.
on Haaland, he's off. All I'm loving right now is the tactical awareness, the clean sheets. If someone said to me, "You've got 2 games in, no goals conceded, clean sheets," like that's what I've been crying for the last 2 seasons, right? Just having a manager that can adapt, have tactics. I know that in the Europa League we did see a bit of Ange movement, but aside from that, we've seen nothing for 2 seasons, right? It was just all out kamikaze football, just go, go, go. And I really like Thomas Frank. I think it, like, when he come in, I think Fuad's one that's always been like, Thomas Frank, that's the guy. And I know it is very early, but I think I would have preferred maybe someone like an Iraola, more of the kind of playing style of that I saw at Bournemouth. But actually, I think that having seen what I've seen so far, the adaptability, how he can be pragmatic, you know, building the team, you can counter when you need to counter, but you're really solid. Having that is like a really like nice breath of fresh air, and it's not too much like it's like Conte in his second season or Jose. It's just a lot more balanced, and I love seeing that. And then when we go forward, we look good as well. And I feel like it's so annoying that we haven't got a Gibbs White. It's obviously frustrating about the Eze situation, but when I think Kulusevski's going to come back into that side, Madison's going to come back into that side.
They're still going to spend as well.
They will spend on someone. I mean, I
someone.
still think 80 odd mil ever they're going to spend on Savinho if that goes through is crazy for that particular player. Yeah. But you know, there are a lot of positives, and that's not really something I've been able to say for a long time about Tottenham.
Yeah, no, looking in on Tottenham, I'm envious, to be honest. Like, it's early signs, but you can see just off of like the first couple of positive signs, even from that PSG game, just the PSG game when he'd been there, Thomas Frank, like 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks tops, I don't know, something like that. And you're seeing a team from 17th be able to be with a manager for a short period of time and compete against European champions. Yes, they fell short. We managed to get the final laugh just with the Spursy thing. But actually, what you saw was him going, right, I can get these players to all buy into what I'm asking for. Like, I went and checked. He was playing 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 in the other preseason friend. He's goes, right, for PSG, we're doing this. For Brentford at home, I'm bringing back in Archie Gray. I'm bringing back in Bergwijn. Sorry, not Brentford, Burnley.
Burnley, yeah.
Because they're going to low block. We're going to do this. Then for City, it's a different mandate. And then listening to him speak afterwards when he said, look, I like defending in this way in terms of pressuring opposition. It's more it's more fun to play.
I
got entertained. Like I want my managers to be saying them things.
The level of pressing in that game was unbelievable. Like they were non-stop. It was just so nice to watch. And I also just want to like big up to like a few players in that system. So firstly, I'm falling very much in love with a lone player in João Palhinha. Like I know never fall in love with a lone player, but I am. He is exactly what we have needed so much for so long, just to give that backline a little bit of help and security. Sarr, again, I've always loved Sarr, to be fair, even when no one was in the fan club. I was in there. But the legs on him, so good. Kudos as well. Just great, like really good signing. Just so strong. The way he drives forward. And I was going to say, I know I've said it a few weeks now, like Richarlison, I know people will always hold the price tag over him, but I'll never ever doubt his work rate. And I think for him, it's just having a run in the team. And like you're keeping out Solanke at the minute, which is fine and which is fair. 2 expensive signings, but I love what Richarlison does. I love the fact that he is dogged. He will try and win the fouls. He will play a bit dirty. And that is something that Spurs never have. They never have this like they're such a soft underbelly usually that you want a player that's got a bit about them. And at the minute, you can't take him out of that side.
No, I thought they bullied City, to be honest. But outside maybe the first 10 minutes where City looked sharp, they looked like they do something. They won all the duels, Tottenham in that midfield. Man City were weak in that first phase when they're trying to play out. Tottenham are pressing them high up the pitch. I'm looking at Trafford. Why have you not played it long? Like, Haaland is now in a 1v1 situation on the halfway line. We've seen it so many times before. He's got loads of pace. He'll do the long strides. He'll run at the defence, run at the goalkeeper. The 1v1 opportunities there. Just go direct. Have a bit of balance to your play. And that's what Tottenham had with Thomas Frank. They had balance. They played out from the back when they needed to. They went long when they needed to. I thought Romero was brilliant as well in defence. Romero touched tight on Haaland. Everybody speaks about his aggression and his lack of discipline and whatnot. And to be honest, I was looking at the records. He's not even picking up that many red cards recently. But this guy as a defender is a really, really good defender. Really good.
And now he's a captain as well.
Yeah, and now he's a captain. He signed a new deal. He's got everything. He's not slouch. He's not slow, right? He's good on the ball. He's good in the air. He's aggressive. He's a leader. He's done it at major tournaments. Yeah, he's maturing, and I see similar things with when we had Rudiger. Rudiger got off to a really bad start at Chelsea in terms of like, he was really rash. He was really like aggressive and didn't get the timings right. Made silly decisions. Got cooked a few times. And then as he got older, he started to show that maturity and that leadership. And then he just became this really, really top centre back. Yeah. And I see very similar with Romero. So it was a really good performance.
On him, I saw something yesterday that said I think his last sending off was in 2023, and last season he was only booked 3 times. And
it doesn't feel like that.
No, it doesn't feel like that, because you always think he can do, like, he's on the edge, like he could go either way, or he could just steam into someone. But actually, you're right when you talk about the maturity, and I've been someone that's been on his case a lot, whether or not he's committed to Spurs. There was a lot of links with him going to Atletico in the summer, but he's got that now. Like, it's time for you to step up, and him and Mickey Van de Ven are a lovely little partnership that can be built there as long as they can both stay fit.
Both stay fit. That's the key
thing. It's a time thing now, isn't it? Like they've. It's the first 2 games.
Yeah.
You can't ask for having a couple of clean sheets, winning a couple of games.
Spence.
Oh,
Jed Spence
doing
so good.
And
then that photo on Instagram, he's like, send me your favourite winger.
I love it. But I love it.
Did lose 22 games last year.
No, he didn't.
No,
the team
he
did.
didn't. He did not. He was one of the only.
He was actually one of Tottenham's best players last
He's been good.
No, he's wicked. But
you're not gonna.
It's all right to say that now.
Defensively,
It's okay to say that now after you beat City.
Yeah,
but where were you saying that at Ipswich at home last year?
I was saying that the whole time back.
No, not you. I'm saying him saying that.
But Jed Spence, that team last year, that was what it was, right? When you've got 17 injuries all going on around the same time, what can you do? They threw away the league. They didn't want to focus on it. Fine. Ended up getting a trophy. I'm fine with that. Cool. We move on. But Jed Spence, he's had a difficult time at Tottenham. Found it really hard under Conte. Couldn't break in. And obviously the injuries allowed him to come into that. You forget he's also playing out of position as well. And no one even talks about it because he's so good at it. And you want someone that's got that confidence saying, yeah, bring me your winger. Yeah. I'll lock him up.
Yeah, I do agree with you that with him though. Just calm down a bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Spence.
Because
Spence or who?
What Spence said. Like, it's the second game.
What he said?
What
did he say?
No, but he's backing him, not the team.
No.
On social media.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
He says, I'm going to lock up your favourite winger.
Don't get me wrong. I love it.
Yeah, so if there's a game where he gets cooked, then he has to hold it.
I love it, but you're going to have to hold it.
Of course, if he gets cooked, of course.
Was it Lewis Skelly that said that to Haaland last season?
He didn't say nothing to Haaland, right? Haaland said to him, "Who the F are you?" Right, so when they played him and he scored, he just went, "Yeah, done his celebration."
I remember you loved it.
Right? Yeah, I didn't love it.
That was a man that played 3-4 times.
But he didn't start it, did he? He sort of think, "Listen, I'm not."
Don't get on Jed. Don't get on Jed.
I'm not against him doing what he did. I love all that. But I'm just saying it's very early to do it. Listen, let me just say.
If Gyökeres is going to do the hair flicks thing and be rattled up with one game,
he's doing the hair flicks thing because he's getting bare stick.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying, that's fine. But you do that this week. If you go 3 without scoring, then it's a long season.
Let me just say on the Tottenham thing, yeah, right. Let me just say on the Tottenham thing,
captain,
right. You'd have probably all expected me to hate on it, but I did say last week, even before that game, right. I said I feel Tottenham would do all right in that game. I said when they played us in Hong Kong, I saw a different Tottenham, very well organised. Obviously, the players are listening to the manager and that. I said when they played against PSG, even though I was very happy that it turned out. I'm an Arsenal fan, of course, but again, they had a game plan, and I think this guy is a good manager, man. I'm getting a bit worried about it because the way they played, they deserved to win that game all day long, even though City had some early chances. You're right. Haaland missed an easy one. Yeah. Marmoush one-on-one.
They didn't create 5 or 6 massive chances.
Yeah, but to be honest, right, Spurs dominated that game from start to finish. They were well organised. They really, especially in the second half, they looked untroubled. It was like pretty like.
We'll see this out.
I was looking at City as well, and I was thinking. Again, I don't want us. It's too early to think. And they had a lot of the big guns on the bench, and they had Rodri's not in thing yet, Foden's not really in play yet, nor is Bernardo Silva. But then also I was looking at and thinking, are they going to be those guys as peak as good as they've been? Because now they're the main guys, because there's no more De Bruyne. And even last week, everyone's bigging up Reinders, right? And I thought that was a kind of welcome to the Premier League Reinders. Because remember that time he's like waiting for the ball to bounce? And Kudus just went, well done, man. Kudus was... They couldn't deal with the physicality of Kudus either. And I was just looking at City defensively and I was like, I don't know, man. And then what was Pep doing? Where was all the width and everything in that game? Like...
What did you?
It was a strange performance.
Like, did you think that was?
Well, he's going to be out because they're going to get Donnarumma and he's going to be on the bench.
How can you?
And even that flex,
Edison's so much better.
But even that, I'm looking at Edison on the bench, and then I'm looking Donnarumma. The way in which City play, is that going to suit?
Yeah.
Edison's
still the best candidate for that.
Even when you talk to PSG fans, they love Donnarumma, but they all said he's not good with the ball at his feet, and that's how City. So it's a bit of a strange time.
That pass, it was like a 5-yard pass inside his own box to the defender, which Spurs, get. Did they actually score? I think did that lead to the second goal, or did they get away with that?
The second goal. That was the second goal.
Yeah.
So you get told as a
5-year-old. Done a similar one as well. He got away with it.
Pep's got his philosophy, and it's obviously so successful. But you get told as a 5-year-old, never play across your own box, and if you're playing it into the defender who's 6-7 yards away with his facing you, that is a suicidal pass. You can't do that.
Although you got all these managers now, it's risk and reward. Yeah, trust your player.
Idiot thing, like that 6-yard box with a man right behind him, and get rid of the ball.
They both did it, innit? Because Vicario done it as well.